Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my catacombs. I'm positively delighted that you decided to come back for a night of abject terror and nightmarish fantasies, as your screams echo across the halls.
Stop. Hold on just a minute there, Mr. Creeper.
What? What is it?
This isn't that kind of the show.
It's not?
Of course not.
No, it's the holidays, man.
You know, peace on earth, goodwill to man, and all that.
Well, the acting class was talking and...
We just don't think you're holly or jolly enough to host it.
I could do jolly.
We just don't think you match the tone we're going for this time.
Oh, you think you can do better? Well, go for it, kids.
Yay!
Finally, yes!
Yay, let's go! Tonight, folks, we're going to take you to the desert town of Night Vale, where a true seasonal miracle has taken place.
Well, this is extraordinary, Night Vale. I'm sure you've noticed what I've noticed. Who could miss an event like this? First snow, not of the year, of ever. This is the first snowfall recorded in Night Vale history. Wow, look at it. It's coming down in dense flurries. This isn't some sort of technical snowfall, a slight dusting, hey look, I guess it sort of snowed. No, this is a blizzard, a real accumulation. It's funny how suddenly and starkly snow can change the landscape. What was the ordinary street outside of our radio station is reframed, recontextualized by the weather. Now it gleams, a blinding white yet not muddled by our world. This is snow at its purest, when it still belongs to the sky before we tarnish it with our dirty boots and oily cars. The city council has declared it a snow day, which they explained is an old English phrase meaning a day where it snows. The city council then ordered, "It's a snow day. Get back to work. Return to your classes. It's a snow day. No reason to slack off." What a beautiful moment, Night Vale. I of course will keep an eye on the weather situation, but why listen to me describe what you could be experiencing yourself? Run out there. Get in the snow. Bring your radio, though, because I'd hate to think none of you were listening. And now you'll want to listen to this exciting Christmas fable, just in case old St. Nick hasn't decided which list to put you on yet.
Happy holidays! Another wonderful day! We have sold all of our cakes and breads and almost all of our cookies. The most buttery cookies. Bread that floats on the air. The heaviest and richest cakes in New Amsterdam. St. Nicholas has been very good to us. You must like our work. I am very pleased with myself and my success.
As long as you don't sell all the cream.
Look at you. You are so lazy. You let the mice nibble all the cakes.
I'm a cat. I purr. I stretch. And I sleep.
Get up, you lazy, lazy cat. You must bake the heaviest and richest cakes in New Amsterdam. The most buttery cookies. Bread that floats in the air. Ah! Good evening. How may I help you?
It is Christmas Eve. I am old and I am poor, but I want cookies for my supper. A baker's dozen. What a lazy cat!
Certainly, madam. We have the finest cookies in the city. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There you are.
I said a baker's dozen. You gave me 12.
Yes, madam. Yes, indeed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. There you are.
A baker's dozen! That's 13 cookies, not 12!
Madam, a dozen is a dozen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12.
I want 13! That's a baker's dozen. I am poor and old, and in my country we give 13 to the dozen. We do not argue about cost. We are generous.
You are loud! You have asked for 13 cookies. I have counted out 12 cookies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If you want more, you may go somewhere else for them.
I want 13 cookies!
I don't care.
I am old and cold and hungry. It is Christmas Eve.
Don't shout. Ow, stop it! Ow, stop! Stop that! Stop! Just take your 12 cookies! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Not a crumb more, not a crumb less!
Where can I go?
You could go to the devil for all I care. Now leave!
Well, my good man, if that is what you want. You are a selfish man, and that those coins will never do you any good.
What do you mean?
I think she was angry.
I am angry. Why should she be angry? I gave her what she asked for. Not a crumb more, not a crumb less. I give money to the church. I pay my taxes. I buy you cream. Why should I give to every poor person who walks in the door? Come, we go to sleep. It is Christmas Eve, and we have a busy day tomorrow. We have many customers and much silver to count.
What was that? Go look!
You're the cat! You look!
Oh.
What is it? Robbers? Thieves? Scoundrels?
Mice! The biggest mice you ever saw! They are taking all your butter!
Well, go get them!
Not for all the cream in the world. There, they have gone. But look, they left a sign on the mousetrap. It says, "We'll be back." Oh, this is not good.
I will give you a stick. You can beat them when they return.
You can beat them yourself. They have big teeth. And there were 3 of them.
The butter is all gone. How are we going to make the most buttery cookies for Christmas? Oh, whoa. And bad weather.
Ah! The mice! They are back!
No, it's not mice. The table is broken. My bread. The lightest bread in New Amsterdam. Look! It's terrible. It's supposed to float. It is so light. Stand back! The floor is giving way!
You could sell them for doorstops or bookends.
No.
We could drop them on the mice.
No! Oh, what do we do? We have customers in the morning, and I promised them cookies and cakes, and we'll be ruined. They will all go to Drosselmeyer, that terrible baker. He will be more famous than I. Oh my. Oh, whoa. What? My cakes! My pound cakes! They're floating in midair! They shouldn't float! Stop it! Ow! Oh, what will we do? Ouch! Stop it! Stop!
Stop what?
Stop pinching and scratching me! Ow! Ouch! Stop!
I'm not touching you.
Well, something is! Ow! Ow!
I know. Ask St. Nicholas for help. He watches over sailors, children, and bakers. St. Nicholas! St. Nicholas! Help! Help!
He will not listen to us. Ah, Slink. We are doomed. St. Nicholas is angry with me. I have been filled with pride. I have been selfish. I have been...
Boss, the old woman is back.
You! Back for more cookies, huh?
You called for St. Nicholas. He is busy tonight. He has toys to deliver. He will not help you. But I want my cookies. A baker's dozen.
Here, take them. Take what I have left. Take it all. I should have given them to you before. You are poor, and it is Christmas. Forgive me. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
And 13.
The spell is broken. Baker Boomity, you have shown yourself to be a good man with a good cat. But you must always remember to give to others less fortunate than yourself, no matter who they appear to be. From now on, your cookies will be buttery, your bread light, and your cakes heavy and rich. And when someone asks for 12, you will give them 13.
I will, good saint. A baker's dozen will always be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13!
Snowfall has continued over the general Night Vale area. It's just a picture out there. Madeleine Lafleur, head of the Night Vale Tourism Board, is already rushing out a new campaign in mailers and billboards. The campaign slogan is Night Vale. It snows here now, I guess, with a cute little picture of a snowman melting in the intense desert heat. Well, if this doesn't bring in visitors, I don't know what will. This is the most convincing campaign that Madeleine has run since Night Vale. You might as well. The city council, frustrated at its inability to convince people to ignore the snow and get back to work, is instead leaning into it by organizing a special winter festival in the newly cleaned Mission Grove Park to celebrate this momentous day. This is a day of carefree enjoyment, initiated the city council. We've always thought that. We're glad everyone has agreed about what we already thought about this day. The winter festival will include sled rides, a snowball fight, and cross-country skiing lessons from Trish Hidge, who once took a trip to Big Bear. She kept insisting that her trip was in the summer and she's never even touched skis, but we're all sure she's just being modest. Everyone is getting in on the festivities. Some of the restaurants in town, such as Tourniquet, the Moonlight All Night, Gina's Italian Dining Experience and Grill and Bar, Big Rica's Pizza, and of course, Applebee's will be setting up booths to sell some of their favorites in an all-fresco winter wonderland environment. Martin McCaffrey will be selling caricatures. The only caricature he knows how to do is Jimmy Carter as a peanut farmer, but it's a real funny one, and he'll be happy to draw it for anyone who pays him $5. The entire event is sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts, whom I've never heard of. Well, thanks, Mr. Donuts, whoever you are. And now a word from our sponsors. Today's show is sponsored by Sharpie's brand indelible marker pens.
Nothing is forever, you say. My body isn't forever. It will slump back down to the earth. Memories of me aren't forever, for even the most famous human in history will be forgotten in the eons. Rocks aren't forever. They steadily grind down into sand. Oceans aren't forever. They will someday boil up into space. This planet isn't forever. It'll fall into a hungry sun that is expanding on its death doors to take back all the matter it gave us. The galaxy isn't forever. It will someday collide with another galaxy, a cosmic accident on a scale our human minds cannot even begin to comprehend. this universe isn't forever. It will expand out into a heat death, or it will contract back into the microscopic dot that it all burst out from once upon a time. Nothing is forever, you howl, tears streaming down your face. Nothing is forever, you whisper. But Sharpie's brand indelible marker pens are forever. How is that possible? Don't ask stupid questions. Sharpie's brand indelible marker pens, always and forever after. Not reliable for any death.
This has been a word from our sponsors, and now, to lend a little class to this operation, we'll present a lost holiday classic from none other than William Shakespeare himself.
I am Santa, who is merry as the day is long. Friends, elves, reindeers, lend me your ears. I come to save Christmas, not to miss it. A reindeer, my kingdom for a reindeer. Rudolph, Rudolph, wherefore art thou, Rudolph? I am round like the moon, and your nose is bright as the sun.
To be reindeer, or not to be a reindeer? That is the question.
Is that a red nose I see?
Out! Out, red nose!
Now is the winter of our discontent. Rough winds do shake the darling icicles of December. In winter less half, all to a date. A storm blinds us to the world around us. And I have but one wish, for you to guide my sleigh tonight.
Alas, I am but one reindeer.
This is your moment, Rudolph. There comes a moment in everyone's lives where they have a chance to make a difference.
Alas, I am but a freak, a monster. Life's but a walking shadow, a poor reindeer that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
This above all, to thine's own self be true.
What's in a nose? A nose by any name would smell as well.
I said, to thine's own self, be true.
All that glisters is not gold.
You are a reindeer, a special reindeer. We know what we are, but not what we may be.
Then why would they not let me play any reindeer games? And why would they call me names?
If you prick us, do we not bleed? If you tickle us, do we not laugh? And if you give us cookies, do we not eat?
My nose is one that glowed not wisely, but too well.
Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrusted upon them. Help us, and you will go down in history.
Though this be madness, there is method in it.
We are such as dreams are made on, and my tummy is round with a snack.
Then we shall fly and save Christmas.
Ho, 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 ho.
And now for most frequent segment. Hey there, Cecil.
Good to be here.
As we do every Friday, let's once again open the phone lines. Cecil will do his best to give his wise advice. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey there, Cecil. I bought too many knives. I don't know what a normal number of knives is, but I'm pretty sure this isn't it. You may be picturing just how many knives I have, but I promise you are thinking way too small. It's way more knives than that. I can't even sit comfortably in my own house without being stabbed every now and again. I had forgotten I had. I don't even know why I wanted all these knives. What should I do?
Hey there, knife haver. I hear ya. I feel like we've all reached a point in our lives where we looked around and we thought, wow, how did all of these knives and swords and chainsaws get here? Why did I buy all of this stuff? And why did I think it would make my life better? Life is a gathering of clutter. It accumulates like dust on a shelf. And eventually it dissipates again. Maybe because we die, and it passed on to those in the living. But mostly just thrown away. Maybe because, like you, we realize we don't need all of that stuff. And we give a lot of it away, as much as we can. The first step is the realization. You have too many knives? Good. Now we can start with the next step, getting rid of most of the knives. I could recommend driving to the remote part of Route 800 and then tossing them out your window. Thanks for calling in.
As we finish our Christmas shopping, hopefully we'll all keep that message in mind. And now, a bit of classic vaudeville as we bring you Abbott and Costello's Christmas special.
Well, Costello, I'm going to New York with you. You know Bucky Harris, the Yankees manager? He gave me a job as coach, as long as you're on the team.
Look, Abbott, if you're the coach, you must know all the players.
Well, of course, I certainly do.
Well, I've never met the guys, so you'll have to tell me their names, and then I'll know who's playing on the team.
Yeah, alright, I'll tell you who's playing on the team. But, they seem to give baseball players nowadays very, peculiar names.
You mean funny names?
Yeah, strange names, like pet names. Like Dizzy Dean.
His brother Daffy.
Yeah, Daffy Dean.
And their French cousin.
You have a French cousin?
Gouffet.
Oh, yeah, Gouffet Dean. Let's see, 3 bags. Alright, so who's on first, what's on second, and I don't know's on third?
That's what I want to find out.
That's what I said. I said, who's on first, what's on second, and I don't know is on third.
Are you the manager?
Yes.
You gonna be the coach too?
Yes.
And you don't know the fellows' names?
Well, I should.
Well, then who's on first?
Yes.
I mean the fellow's name.
Who?
The guy on first.
Who?
The first baseman.
Who?
The guy playing...
Who is on first?
I'm asking you who's on first!
That's the man's name.
That's whose name?
Yes.
Well, go ahead and tell me.
That's it.
That's who?
Yes.
Look, you got a first baseman?
Certainly.
Who's playing first?
That's right.
When you pay off the first baseman every month, who gets the money?
Every dollar of it.
All I'm trying to find out is the fellow's name on first base.
Who?
The guy that gets...
That's it.
Who gets the money.
Yes, he does. Every dollar of it. And sometimes his wife comes down and collects it. She's a nice lady.
Whose wife?
Yes. What's wrong with that, Lou?
Look, all I want to know is when you sign up the first baseman, how does he sign his name?
Who?
The guy.
Who?
How does he
That's
sign?
how he signs it.
Who?
Yes.
Okay, all I'm trying to find out is what's the guy's name on first base.
No, what's on second base?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
One base at a time.
Well, don't change the players around.
I'm not changing nobody.
Hey, take it easy, buddy. Take it easy.
I'm only asking you, who's the guy on first base?
That's right.
Okay.
Alright.
What's the guy's name on first base?
No, what is on second?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know!
He's on third. Oh my god, we're not talking about him.
Now how did I get on third base?
Well, Lou, you mentioned his name.
If I mentioned the third baseman's name, who did I say is playing third?
No, who's playing first?
What's on first?
What's on second?
I don't know.
Now he's on third.
There I go, back on third again. Would you just stay on third base and don't get off it?
Sure. Alright, well, what do you want to know?
Now who's playing third base?
Why do you insist on putting who on third base?
What am I putting on third?
No, what's on second?
You don't know? Who's on second?
Who's on first?
I don't know.
Third
base. Look, you got an outfield?
Sure.
The left fielder's name.
Why?
I just thought I'd ask you.
I just thought I'd tell you.
Then tell me who's playing left field.
Who's playing first?
I'm not... Stay out of the infield. I want to know what's a guy's name in left field.
No. Hold up. What's on second?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know.
Third base.
The left fielder's name.
Why?
Because.
Oh no, he's center field.
Okay, look. You got a pitcher on this team.
Sure.
The pitcher's name.
Tomorrow.
Because you don't want to tell me today.
I'm telling you now.
Then go ahead.
Tomorrow.
What time?
What time what?
What time tomorrow are you going to tell me who's pitching?
Now listen, Lou, hold up. Who is not pitching? Who is...
I'll break your arm, you say who's on first. I want to know what's a pitcher's name.
No, what's on second?
I don't know.
Third base.
You got a catcher?
Certainly.
The catcher's name.
Today.
Today and tomorrow's pitching.
Now you've got it, Lou.
All we got is a couple of names on the team. You know, I'm a catcher too.
Yeah, they told me.
I get behind the plate to do some fancy catching. Tomorrow's pitching on my team and a heavy hitter gets up. Now, the heavy hitter bunts the ball. When he bunts the ball, me, being a good catcher, I'm going to throw the guy out at first base. So I pick up the ball and throw it to who?
Now that's the first thing you've said right.
I don't even know what I'm talking about!
That's all you have to do.
Is to throw the ball to first base.
Yes.
Now who's got it?
Naturally.
Look, if I throw the ball to first base, somebody's got to get it. Now who has it?
Naturally.
Who?
Naturally.
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 Okay, so I pick up the ball and I throw it to naturally.
No, you don't. You pick up that ball and you throw it to who?
Naturally.
That's different.
That's what I said.
You're not saying it.
I throw the ball to naturally.
You throw the ball to who?
Naturally.
That's it.
That's what I said.
Hey, you ask me.
I throw the ball to who?
Naturally.
Now you ask me.
You throw the ball to who?
Naturally.
That's it!
Wait, same as you! Same as you! I throw the ball to who? Whoever it is drops the ball and the guy runs to second. Who picks up the ball and throws it to what? What throws it to? I don't know. Throws it back to tomorrow. Triple play. Another guy gets up and hits a long ball because why? I don't know. He's on third and I don't give a darn.
What?
I said I don't give a darn.
Oh, Lou. I don't give a darn's our shortstop.
Oops, a bit of a mix-up there, listeners. Sorry. That was from our summer sports show. But to be frank, that bit is never out of season. Am I right? Let's bring the mood back right into the time of year with this unforgettable classic from Polar Express.
On Christmas Eve, many years ago, I lay quietly in my bed. I did not rustle the sheets. I breathed slowly and silently. I was listening for a sound a friend had told me. I never hear ringing bells of Santa's sleigh.
There's no Santa.
My friend insisted, but I knew he was wrong. For later that night, I did hear the sounds, though not of ringing bells.
From outside came the sounds of hissing steam and squeaking metal.
As we finish.
Now that's the first thing you've said right.
I don't even know what I'm talking about!
That's all you have to do.
Is to throw the ball to first base.
Yes,
Now who's got it?
naturally.
Look, if I throw the ball to first base, somebody's gotta get it. Now who has it?
Naturally.
Who?
Naturally.
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 Okay, so I pick up the ball and I throw it to naturally.
No, you don't. You pick up that ball and you throw it to who?
Naturally.
That's different.
That's what I said.
You're not saying it.
I throw the ball to naturally.
You throw the ball to who?
Naturally.
That's it.
That's what I said.
You ask me.
I throw the ball to who?
Naturally.
Now you ask me.
You throw the ball to who?
Naturally.
That's it.
Wait, same as you. Same as you. I throw the ball to who? Whoever it is drops the ball and the guy runs to second. Who picks up the ball and throws it to what? What throws it to? I don't know. Throws it back to tomorrow. Triple play. Another guy gets up and hits a long ball because why? I don't know. He's on third and I don't give a darn.
What?
I said I don't give a darn.
Oh, Lou. I don't give a darn's our shortstop.
Oops, a bit of a mix-up there, listeners. Sorry. That was from our summer sports show. But to be frank, that bit is never out of season. Am I right? Let's bring the mood back right into the time of year with this unforgettable classic, The Polar Express.
On Christmas Eve, many years ago, I lay quietly in my bed. I did not rustle the sheets. I breathed slowly and silently. I was listening for a sound a friend had told me. I never hear ringing bells of Santa's sleigh.
There's no Santa.
My friend insisted, but I knew he was wrong. For later that night, I did hear the sounds, though not of ringing bells.
From outside came the sounds of hissing steam and squeaking metal. I looked through my window and saw a train standing perfectly still in front of my house.
It was wrapped in an apron of steam. Snowflakes fell lightly around it. A conductor stood at the open door of one of the cars.
He took a large pocket watch from his vest, then looked up at my window. I put on my slippers and robe. I tiptoed downstairs and out the door.
All aboard!
The conductor cried out. I ran up to him.
Well, are you coming?
Where?
Why, to the North Pole, of course. This is the Polar Express.
I took his outstretched hand and he pulled me aboard.
The train was filled with other children, all in their pajamas and nightgowns. We sang Christmas carols and ate candies with nougat centers as white as snow.
We drank hot cocoa as thick and rich as melted chocolate. Outside, the lights of towns and villages flickered in the distance as the Polar Express raced north.
Soon there were no more lights to be seen. We traveled through cold, dark forest, where lean wolves roamed and white-tailed rabbits hid from our train as it thundered through the quiet wilderness.
We climbed mountains so high it seemed as if we could scrape the moon. But the Polar Express never slowed down. Faster and faster we ran along, rolling over peaks and through valleys. like the cars on a roller coaster.
The mountain turned into hills, the hills to snow-covered plains. We crossed a barren desert of ice, the great polar ice cap.
Lights appeared in the distance. They looked like the lights of a strange ocean line sailing on a frozen sea.
There is the North Pole, said the conductor.
The North Pole. It was a huge city standing alone at the top of the world, filled with factories where every Christmas toy was made. At first we saw no elves.
They were gathering at the center of the city. The conductor told us that is where Santa will give the first gift of Christmas.
Who received the first gift, we all asked.
He will choose one of you.
Look, shouted one of the children, the elves!
Outside, we saw hundreds of elves. As our train drew close to the center of the North Pole, we slowed to a crawl. So crowded were the streets with Santa's helpers.
When the Polar Express could go no farther, we stopped and the conductor led us outside.
We pressed through the crowd to the edge of a large open circle. In front of us stood Santa's sleigh. The reindeer were excited. They pranced and paced, ringing the silver bells that hung from their harnesses.
It was a magical sound, like nothing I'd ever heard. Across the circle the elves moved apart and Santa appeared. The elves cheered wildly.
Yeah, Christmas, Santa's here. First gift of Christmas. Yeah. Woohoo.
He marched over to us, pointing to me, and said,
Let's have this fellow here.
He jumped into his sleigh. The conductor handed me up. I sat on Santa's knee, and he asked,
Now, what would you like for Christmas?
I knew that I could have any gift I could imagine, but the thing I wanted most for Christmas was not inside Santa's bag. What I wanted more than anything was one of the bells from Santa's sleigh.
When I asked, Santa smiled. Then he gave me a hug and told an elf to cut a bell from reindeer's harness. The elf tossed it up to Santa. He stood, holding the bell high above him, and called out,
The first gift of Christmas!
Yeah! We got fans! Woo! It's time.
As soon as we were back inside the Polar Express, the other children asked to see the bell. I reached into my pocket, but the only thing I felt was a hole. I had lost the silver bell from Santa Claus's sleigh.
Let's hurry outside and look for it.
One of the children said, but the train gave a sudden lurch and started moving. We were on our way home. It broke my heart to lose the bell.
When the train reached my house, I sadly left the other children. I stood at my doorway and waved goodbye. The conductor yelled something from the moving train, but I could not hear him.
What? I yelled at him.
He cupped his hands around his mouth. Merry Christmas!
The Polar Express let out a loud blast from its whistle and sped away.
On Christmas morning, my little sister Sarah and I opened our presents when it looked as if everything had been unwrapped. Sarah found one last small box behind the tree.
It had my name on it. Inside was a silver bell. There was a note.
Found this on the seat of my sleigh. Fix that hole in your pocket. Mr. C.
I shook the bell. It made the most beautiful sound my sister and I have ever heard, but my mother said,
Oh, that
Yes, it's broken, said my father.
When I'd shooken the bell, my parents had not heard a sound.
At one time, most of my friends could hear the bell, but as years passed, it felt silent for all of them. Even Sarah found one Christmas that she could no longer hear its sweet sound. Though I've grown old, the bell still rings for me as if it does for all who truly believes.
Oh man, it's been so hard sitting here in my little booth watching the falling snow outside. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I just can't sit here while it happens. I'll see you all at the Winter Festival. Save me a hot apple cider and a sled ride. While I go out into the first snowfall Nightville has ever seen, snow that all of us are out there together celebrating. Think about how magical it will be.
Tonight's show featured the voices of Gavin Bond, Grayson Cano, Ethan Carter, Nathan Coffey, Nathan Duke, Lily Dunham, Brooklyn Mose, Suresh Nowitzki, Erica Salgatar, Thomas Schmidt, Dylan Seeley, Hayden Schaus, River Watson, and Sophie Wiltz, and included excerpts from Night Vale, a podcast available at welcometonightvale.com, The 13th Cookie by Mary Burrell, Shakespearean Santa by D.M. Larson, Who's on First by Bud Abbott and Lou Costello, and The Polar Express by Chris Van Allsburg. We thank you all for tuning in tonight, and on behalf of the administration, we wish you all to have a safe and festive holiday season. See you guys. I can do jolly.